So I've got the latest in AR tech. These are the new Ray Neo X3 Pro. Dual displays in your glasses, a very streamlined set of wearable, and then you've got all kinds of AI related features, real-time translation. You can record 4K video with a camera that's actually mounted in the center, so you get that true POV experience, and they're basically in the same format as a standard pair of glasses. Box in a box. X3 Pro, there you can see you have two separate displays. There's the camera mounted in the center. The battery is of course housed in the arms. So it seems like most everything is housed in this case. Couple of extras below. Oh, quite a few extras. What am I talking about? Whoa. Microfiber cloth. It looks to me like these are just extra. User manual. This is the full nose piece. It says L on it. A USB-C cable with a bit of a right angle connection. Here we have demo lenses. Is this for prescription situation? So our touch control is going to be on the side here. It supports control of up, down, left, right, and swipe gestures via both left and right temples. You basically end up with an interface here that looks sort of like Android. I mean, it's basically running Android. That means that you're able to use your AI app of choice. Unlike some other platforms that are integrated, this one is going to let you select, like Gemini, for example, if that's what you want to use for AI. Power on, power off, standby, and wake the screen. Yeah, so these are prescriptions. So this is for reading. These just clip on and then use them as your prescription glasses that happen to also be smart and have AR capabilities. We're getting stuff that looks a lot more like the traditional category, which is glasses. It's getting closer and closer to being a form factor replacement where you're really not going to draw a tremendous amount of attention, even though your glasses have way more tech than a traditional set of glasses. So I can already see the location of the two displays there. This is a differentiator for Ray Neo. Obviously, there's other AR glasses that put a display on one lens instead. This is actually going to give it to you on both. Now, the other key characteristic or differentiator here is the location of the front-facing camera. So often you're seeing this thing mounted off to the side, and when it's central like this, it doesn't have that kind of slightly off-center look to it. Oh, the button on the top here, this is going to be your shortcut key. Power button here. You can see the speaker grills. Obviously, you're going to hear audio through here. So this one is a small. This is important for some people. A large and a small nose piece. It's a good thing that they've made that interchangeable. Yeah, I think that's the right size for me. So they look, listen, they look almost like regular glasses. Obviously there's tech inside, there's reflection on the lenses to be aware of, and they seem to have a slight dimming effect to my eyes. I presume that's to increase or improve the contrast in the displays, but they're nowhere near as egregious as previous generations of AR related, any kind of tech in your glasses, which would always kind of stand out and scream at the public. These are similar in weight to the Meta glasses that have the displays in there. They may be a little bit heavier, but ultimately it's light enough to wear for extended periods. And then of course, everything stores inside of this case, which isn't all that different than a typical glasses case, which is nice. I should also mention when it comes to the USB, the reason you have that angle to the cable is so that you can actually use them when they're plugged in. If you do happen to be charging them up or using them for an even longer period of time, like, I don't know, on a flight or something like that, you can plug them in. So I'm just setting these things up right now. There's a tutorial to start. What I can say I noticed right away is the fact that we've got two displays here. It allows your eyes to team, and I don't know, it's kind of comfortable. Like, my image is dead center. The first portion of this tutorial is talking about how you navigate. You've got this section on the right temple. So single tap for enter, double tap to exit. You can long press the right temple to open quick control. I can see my Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, things like that. Interaction on the left temple for media playback volume. Nice. Responsive. Double tap to play music. And then swipe down for next track and up for previous track. Pause, double tap, long press for voice assistant. Action button up top for toggling recording with your camera. I can scroll between my different apps. So we've got camera, album, AI recording, to-do list settings, media that we can watch back, real-time translation, maps, notifications, and more. Okay, so we are now in real-time translation, and it has three core functions: voice, scan, or live. So I can also scan signage when I'm traveling to translate that language that I'm seeing in a sign or on a menu. They have 14 languages. Okay, go ahead, Will. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you.
食咗嘢未啊？
No, I'm starving. Although, I mean, those snacks were kind of good.
食多啲啊咁。
Eat more. It works. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we open the camera app?
This is interesting. So this is the video recording feature. And as I mentioned previously, it's got a center mounted camera. I have this like crosshair essentially that I'm putting Will in. The image itself is kind of off to the right, so I can just focus on the real world while I'm recording. Like I'm targeting right there, and the superimposed image of the recording is over here to my right. It's a cool POV setup. Well, this is interesting. So this is the video recording feature.
This is
And as I mentioned,
good quality. You're seeing the top of my hat. So if I was actually doing this for real, I would turn my hat backwards, or maybe I'll do another clip.
you have to get just the right angle in order to spot the displays. POV, drink of coffee.
It's using a Sony IMX681 plus OV spatial camera. It can do 4K photo capture.
Check out my app.
And it could be cool for recording in environments where you just can't have big camera gear and you need to be hands-free. It's pretty cool. So in order to engage the AI, you simply have to say, "Hey, Ray Neo."
Hi, need something?
I'm curious about the properties of wool. Why is it that everybody's talking about merino wool?
Merino wool is known for soft, breathable, and warm. And what blend? It's a natural fiber that keeps you comfortable.
People would be going on trips and they'd be like, "Oh, I only got to bring one merino wool t-shirt." What do you think about that?
Merino wool has natural odor-resistant properties, so it can be worn for multiple days without needing washing, making it a good choice for travel.
So you agree with these people?
Merino wool is considered very convenient for activities like hiking or traveling. It's also lighter and more flexible than some other wools.
Okay, can you help me with this math problems? What is 2 times 2 divided by 4 times 64 plus 128?
Let's see. Following the order of operations, 2 times 2 is 4, then 4 divided by 4 is 1, then 1 times 64 is 64, and 64 plus 128 is 192. So the answer is 192.
You know what? Having AI on your face, on your glasses, pretty quick too. Pretty quick, not bad. So this is actually utilizing Gemini. If you're familiar with that, you know it can answer complex questions, it can help manage your schedule, summarize meetings, recognize objects. There is a teleprompter feature, which could be cool. Let me try the teleprompter. It transmits prepared scripts and text to the glasses and projects them in the vision for adapted positions, allowing speakers like me to view the content anytime while maintaining eye contact and natural body language. It's also got real-time speech analysis, so this utilizes online speech recognition to instantly analyze users' speech content, seamlessly synchronizing with the text as it's scrolling to ensure a high consistency between delivery and script. Whoa, that's powerful, because you know, a teleprompter typically moves at some sort of predetermined rate. Here, as I'm speaking the word in the script, it's highlighting that word and moving at the pace that I'm delivering it. Do you understand what I mean? I can see where I've been and where I'm going. Even just the experience of reading from this teleprompter is so much more comfortable than any separate device, because it's like right there. And it's because of the speech recognition component, it's just like moving along comfortably. I think that's how most people would use it. Just shoot videos and then ask questions.